60 days. 60 days, my Fallout lovers. That's all we have to wait until we can finally play this game. But what's up, guys? It is Saintsfan, and thank you guys for checking out my video today. I'm sure you guys have already seen by now and probably have already watched it a few times if you were like me, the brand new Fallout 4 special video series Strength trailer, which is a mouthful, but basically, if you haven't seen it, you'll see it on the screen. I'm not going to play the audio though, just because I don't want to get in trouble with Bethesda, but I will link in the description if you guys haven't watched it. It's basically a fun little video that talks and teases a little bit about strength and what we can see in Fallout 4. It's nothing gameplay related, so nothing spoilery, and I actually kind of like that. You know, makes you more curious, I guess, as to what the game will actually be like. Now, before I hop into the video and start dissecting it and going through what everything means, a few things I want to mention. Now, like I said, there's only 60 days left, which is about 8.5 weeks, and there are 6 other specials that they have to do. And on their site, they actually, and I'll go ahead and throw up this on the screen, they mentioned to check back next week for the next video in this series, which we're probably presuming to be Perception if they do go in order of the specials, obviously. And if they do wind up doing a special a week, that'll leave them with about 2.5 weeks to do like the TV ads and all the trailers and stuff like that to promote the game, obviously, before it launches. So that is more than likely what will happen. Now, getting into this trailer, as you can see, it starts off with a pamphlet that says special, and what many people are assuming, if you guys remember in the E3 footage, the Vault-Tec employee actually came to your door and sort of had a conversation. Many people are suggesting that at that moment, that is when he gives you this pamphlet in the game, and that's where you actually pick your specials, which would make sense. And that's kind of theory number 1 right now as to how we actually get to choose our specials. Now, the video starts off with some pretty basic stuff that pretty much everybody who plays Fallout should know. Strength will obviously help you carry more. The higher your strength, the more carry weight you will have. In addition to that, it will also help you with unarmed and melee combat. One thing to note though, while you're watching this footage, some of the deaths that the player actually has are pretty gory, so it'd be pretty interesting if that was the case in the actual game. If, you know, you have to see some stuff where like the bullet holes go through you and tear your body apart, especially from a minigun, because that's kind of how it would work in real life. Now, getting into the interesting part of this video, it starts off by saying to remember to do your chin-ups and pull-ups. And what's interesting about this is, now, in previous Fallout games, we obviously have had ways to increase our specials after the fact, whether they were perks or implants, I guess in Fallout New Vegas. But they could be doing something like Fallout Shelter, where you actually, you know, do chin-ups and push-ups, you actually work out, and that will increase your strength. So just be on the lookout for that when the game does come out. It definitely is an interesting feature, I think, to add. After that, we see the Vault Boy with a baseball bat, and it says to swing for the fences. Now, there's a few options that this could be. One, it could be a perk. If you guys didn't know, in Fallout 3, there was actually a perk called Swing for the Fences, which was not in the game. It was in the data files, though, and basically it just gave you a bonus damage of 10 with all melee weapons. And considering this one is the second perk in the strength, column, that is most probably what it's going to be like. Although there was a rumor from one of the people who saw the footage at Gamescom that there's a little baseball minigame that, depending on how high your strength is, the further you will hit the ball. Also, going along that route, there could be some really fun opportunities there with like the VAT system where you have a baseball bat and a grenade and you hit it further. I don't know, just fun stuff like that would be pretty interesting. The next 2 things, though, these are actually what a lot of people are talking about. You know, what does strength have to do with both of these features? So the first one, it says in the video that you can craft specialized protective gear to keep you safe. And many people were thinking that, you know, crafting armor and making armor and all that would be part of your intelligence, because that kind of makes sense. You know, you got to be pretty intelligent to actually make the armor. However, it also kind of makes sense that some of the heavier armors, at least, you know, power armor potentially, that would have to do with your strength, because you'd have to be pretty big and you'd have to be pretty strong to sort of smith, I guess, the items if you sort of compare it to Skyrim. Another neat idea is that if you have your strength up, the armor that you make is good at protection and it doesn't degrade as fast, where if you have intelligence higher, then the armor you make could have some attributes that the strength does not have. You know, when you see armor with like fire resistance and rad resistance and stuff, maybe you could put that on the armor. I don't know, that's just an interesting idea that I saw. And then obviously the last one is to craft weapons, which again, similar to armor, many people were thinking that this could be, or this would be, under the intelligence, but maybe the weapons have to do with heavier weapons, you know, miniguns, rocket launchers, stuff like that. Or maybe you create special mods if your strength is higher, you know, rather than having your intelligence higher. it definitely is interesting. Those were the two that caused a lot of people to sort of speculate and theorize, you know, what they were doing and what they meant. But like I said, next week we are going to be seeing another one of these videos, probably going to be perceptions. So maybe we'll see more of the perks and stuff from the actual pamphlet that you saw at the beginning of the video. But thank you guys for watching. That is pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like I said, boys and girls, 60 days is all we have left. I can't wait, and I hope you guys can't wait either. See you guys in the next one, though. I'm out. Peace.
Let's go, pal.